In this video today, we're going to show you a quick and easy solution to create mock APIs using Tonic Fabricate. Why do we need a solution to create mock APIs? Well, let's take a PayPal integration as an example. Did you know that PayPal has been around since the winter of '98? Now that's a whooping 27 years ago, where Peter Thiel and Elon Musk were still in their late 20s and early 30s. Do you now still consider PayPal a leader in the payment space? They certainly still are. But if you've ever tried to integrate PayPal's payment into an app, you know how it works. Or not. You first go to the docs, you find a sandbox environment, and you think, great, this is going to be so straightforward. 30 minutes later, you're staring at a broken test account, a 404 on a capture call, and now you're wondering if you've made a terrible career choice. Today, I'm going to walk you through the pain points with PayPal's API, and then we're going to talk about how I'm going to do it differently with the use of Tonic Fabricate. Problem number 1. PayPal Sandbox has a long reputation for being incredibly unreliable. At one point, a PayPal tech support actually recommended switching to a beta sandbox to avoid sandbox issues. Why does your test environment need a test environment for it? Problem number 2. The sandbox account comes preloaded with fake balances, but the data has no resemblance to what a real transaction looks like. You can't test edge cases like restricted accounts, currency mismatches without jumping through extra hoops. Problem number 3. You need specific test credit card numbers to simulate transactions. And these come from PayPal's own credit card generator. But here's the catch. PayPal may block these test credit card numbers from fraud because the same numbers are widely used by developers around the world. Problem number 4, and this one is particularly painful for developers because it fails mid-flow. Developers have documented the same pattern. The much more common ones have been the 404s on captures, where a transaction appears to be successful, but then the capture call returns a 404. The bottom line, PayPal Sandbox is functionally enough to get a happy path integration started. But as a seasoned developer, you should always consider avoiding the edge case errors. And that's exactly the problem that Tonic Fabricate is designed to solve. In this next section, I'm going to show you how I built mock PayPal endpoints inside Tonic Fabricate and wired them to a working checkout app with none of the sandbox headaches. Now let's do this. Enter Tonic Fabricate. It's a platform for synthetic data generation that lets you define your own data model, generate realistic synthetic data, and serve it as a fully functional REST API. One that you can control completely, no gimmick, just an API that does exactly what you tell it to do every single time. The core idea is simple. Instead of hoping PayPal's API behaves, you get Tonic Fabricate to work for you. Your code doesn't even know the difference, and more importantly, it doesn't need to. Now let's plan this thing with Tonic. Now that AI has done its job, let's quickly review the plan. We're creating 6 table schemas. We're seeding the data. We're also creating 6 API endpoints. And we're creating 4 user flows. Click on Execute Plan to start building. It's going to prompt some questions. All you need to do is simply answer them. The API Playground also allows you to play around with the API calls. It does not get more simple than this. Now let's also get Tonic to give us the open API JSON so we could build our app. Download the open API JSON and start building your app using these schemas. You won't need a PayPal Sandbox API key to interact with these API endpoints. For now, you'll need a Tonic Fabricate API key. To get a Tonic Fabricate API key, click on your avatar in the bottom left corner. Go to Account Settings, scroll down to API Keys, and click on Create a New API Key. To validate the API end-to-end, I built a small checkout app called Checkout. Basically integrates with the mocked API. I started off with Vercel's e-commerce template, which uses Svelte and Shopify under the hood, rather than building the storefront from scratch. My goal here was to focus on the PayPal integration and not to reinvent the cart or to fill up my store with merchandises. Now this is Checkout. Checkout has three main pieces: a front-end catalog and a checkout UI. Has a Shopify integration that pulls in the product and the cart state, a checkout abstraction layer that talks to PayPal, which is the piece that we're testing the mock against. The core concept here is simple. The backend never calls PayPal, it goes through Fabricate. Once you're done with development, point it back at PayPal and you're ready to ship. How simple was that? Tonic Fabricate made it super simple to plan out the API that I wanted to use, generate the necessary documents so devs could move a lot faster, and most importantly, enable devs to build without the hassle. So, what are you waiting for? Go to fabricate.tonic.ai to create your own free account and start generating realistic data and mock APIs today.